have been several reports of a plane crash into a building in northeast Philadelphia. Fox 29 Philadelphia have been covering this story within the last. Some of those reporters are on the scene as well here. You can see Steve Keeley shooting this video from his cell phone. He says bullets and airplane crash there on Roosevelt Boulevard. He says fires burning in multiple spots on Cotman Avenue. He says pieces of airplane scattered there on the ground. Jason Martinez with this video, saying this is being described as a plane crash in the area of Bustleton and Cotman in northeast Philly. That's a doorbell camera provided by.
What's up with all the plane crashes lately?
Take it full here.
Another one in Philly, bro.
And you see the nighttime sky light up in orange. Wow.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. Airplane crash reported in northeast Philadelphia, man. This is crazy.
This is Jason Martinez.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Yo. What the world? That thing came. That thing came. That thing broke the sound barrier, y'all. It sound like another DEI hire to me. Y'all heard what happened in Washington, right? At the Reagan Airport? I was literally just there, guys.
He says fires burning in multiple spots on Cotman Avenue. He says,
yo, this caught somebody ring doorbell caught this. Oh my word, bro. No.
That's a doorbell camera.
Nah, bro. That is crazy.
Look at that. And you see the nighttime.
You can see the plane literally breaking the sound barrier, y'all. And that explosion is nuts.
This is Jason Martinez here in the Fox 29 News.
Little bro, please stop showing that, bro. Please stop showing that.
This is doorbell camera provided.
Guys,
left of your screen, you saw the fireball come out of the sky. Again, this is being described.
What is going on with all the plane crashes, guys? Hey, is this the second plane crash within 2 weeks?
There. And so this just happening here in the last 20 minutes or so. Again, northeast Philadelphia. I believe we have Steve Keeley in the area on the phone. Steve, what can you tell us?
Yo.
Do we have Steve? We do not appear to have Steve at the moment. As soon as we get him, we'll bring it to you. But again, viewer-provided video camera in northeast Philadelphia showing a fireball fall out of the sky.
I got that fall Tiffany in here. No way.
Just less than a mile away from this location. And so a lot of viewers have been calling our newsroom and telling us that they believe this was a plane crash in this area of Bustleton. But this doorbell camera.
When was the second one?
Exactly what we're seeing. Here's a closer look. And really, I can.
What is going on, guys? Y'all are scaring me now.
Out of this.
Yo. What do y'all mean third? It's been 3? When was the second one? No, man. Ain't no way it's been 3 plane crashes already. Yeah. Oh, man. Guys, this is crazy.
And again, this is Roosevelt Mall, I believe, the parking lot in northeast Philly. And this is ground video that we're just getting in. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. Police taping the area off. Smoke and debris in this area. And this, of course, all happening as we are still sorting through a plane crash that happened in D.C.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only one I heard about other than this one.
We are just learning this. There's some. Stay back here. Okay, now we have Steve. Steve, if you can hear me, what can you tell us?
Make sure you guys like and subscribe, guys,
Really
if you're new
close. I
coming
was
in.
nearby. This happened at 6 o'clock.
That's what I'm saying, man. Craze ain't capping. I like that. I'm gonna read that one. Like something how planes started crashing since Trump took office, guys. What's going on with that? 2 plane crashes within the span of 2 weeks, guys. That's absolutely scary. I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, they manufacturing disasters, man. I don't want to be no conspiracy theorist yet, guys, but 2 plane crashes in I'm sorry, not 1 week, but in the span of 2 weeks is once, you know what I'm saying, might be, you know, might be an accident, but twice, guys, come on, man. Eyebrows should be going up now.
The bomb squad, and they told him a plane had crashed. Then lots of calls came in. I was nearby. I saw everybody racing over here. I raced with them. I'm looking at 2 fires going right now on Cottman Avenue. I'm standing in one of the driveways to the Roosevelt Mall.
This is crazy, man.
I parked in the McDonald's at Cottman and the Boulevard.
Coincidences don't exist, yeah.
Over, and it was pieces of an airplane scattered in the mall parking lot.
Teddy Roosevelt said something interesting, guys. Nothing in politics is on purpose. I mean, it's on accident, excuse me.
There is still black smoke.
Nothing in politics is on accident, guys.
And then an officer just told me to take cover behind the police and fire vehicle up there because there's a gas line nearby. Another commander told me cars were on fire.
Yeah, no such thing as a coincidence.
I know it because I was just on Cottman Avenue.
Yes, sir, JJ.
Approaching the boulevard.
And if you guys are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe, man. And you guys send some prayers out to these families, guys. Because this is absolutely crazy. I don't want to show it. Guys, just look up on, you know, any news network. Fox, you know what I'm saying? NBC, any news network you want to see. But basically, so hold on. Let's just break down both of these crashes. Now, this is actually breaking news. This just came out an hour ago, so we don't know what's going on with the Philadelphia plane crash yet. But when it comes down, what's going on, Brooke? My wife says a year ago, well, watch the water, the barge hitting the bridge and the sky. You now 2 plane crashes. Yeah, bro. They're saying 3 though. But anyways, when it came to the plane crash in Washington D.C., guys, at the Reagan, excuse me, guys, I'm still a little sick. But at the Reagan Airport, they're basically trying to claim now, not the military. I mean, excuse me, not the pilot that was driving the actual plane, but there was a military helicopter that was involved, and I believe the military operator who was basically operating the helicopter was a DEI hire. Not sure yet, but yeah, I was actually just there, Washington D.C., guys. So that's actually pretty scary. That's really scary, man. So yeah, I like when I say I dodged a bullet, guys. I'm not lying when I say, honestly, a lot of loved ones that I know dodged a bullet, guys. Dodged a huge bullet, because it's like, if I'm thinking like just off the top of my head, yep, we've been on at least like 4 planes in Washington D.C., guys, there and back. So that's really, really scary, man. This really make me not want to even take planes no more, seriously. But yeah, when it comes to the case in Washington D.C. with that plane crash, there were 60, you know, people that perished. There were no survivors, and yeah, guys, they're trying to say that the frequencies were on different stations. So they were saying that the guy who was who was riding the airplane, he was saying, "Do you guys see us?" But the person that was on the military cargo, they were saying, "Yes, we see you," but they were saying it on another frequency. So they know where the error occurred, and that was on the people who were riding the military helicopter side. So yeah, guys, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, man, this is exactly why DEI gotta go. DEI must go. 60 people perished, no survivors, and I'm not even sure what's going on in this Philadelphia plane crash, guys. I'm still trying to learn as we go. What's going on, guys? And make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button if you coming in new, guys. We're just trying to break down what's going on with these plane crashes, guys. It ain't even been a full month, yeah, of Trump being in office, and it's already 2 plane crashes. That's kind of sussy. I ain't gonna lie.
And the fires are not right next to each other. They're a good 100 yards
Very
from each other.
interesting,
So
guys.
there is a string of damage and a string of fires. This mall is under some kind of construction, so they have a tarp around about a 6-foot-tall tent. Every police officer, every fire department member in the city must be up.
They're saying this is a smaller airplane.
There is so much smoke in the air.
This looked like it legit plummeted to the ground, guys.
They had to move all the people back for their own good, and the air quality is not good for them, but everybody was out here. Now I can see one car I'm looking through the fence, Jason. I'm looking down in front of the Dunkin' Donuts on Cotman, and again, this is right before the boulevard. Right in front of the Dunkin' Donuts, it looks like an SUV.
This is crazy,
fire,
man.
And the flames are all through the street. And there's so many fires here, and the fire department's also trying to worry about that gas line that's in danger. Now I'm counting the fires, Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4 fires I can see right here, all spread out along Cotman Avenue right now. Steve, I can't see what's burned.
Steve, we are looking at viewer doorbell camera.
MJ says his woke liberal family blamed Trump for the plane accidents.
As this
that's what you call a liberal.
hits the ground, just flames, just immense. And we're
Okay.
seeing shot now
Hello.
on the ground. We see, looks like
I can't really
some cars are
I
on
can't see
fire
what
here.
flag that
you say you
is.
smell jet fuel?
It's kind of small.
Yeah, I can still smell it. There's a smell of fuel in the air, a heavy smell. And if they're reporting a fireball falling out of the sky, the parts of the
pilots, 2
airplane
doctors,
I saw
a patient.
burned.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I want to say Australia. I said that pretty low,
It would be an
though.
unreal coincidence that there was another mid-air collision here. I don't know, but I didn't
Are
see
you
any
referring to
fireball
the
in
one
sky,
that just
so I
happened
haven't seen
right
that
now?
video yet. I'm only on the phone here with you.
Brooke,
But the parts of the
shout out to
airplane
Australia,
I saw,
too. You guys
they
are awesome out there, too.
have any burn marks on them. And again, I'm just trampling over them. And in the first video I sent in,
Are you referring to the one that just happened now, Brooke?
I'm tripping over the airplane parts before I realize what I'm tripping on. And then an officer says, hey, this is a debris field here from the airplane. And that's it. So we don't know what
Wow,
happened.
y'all. They just keep replaying this crash. I don't think I can watch this, like,
long before where the fires are burning.
too much
They're
like
in the
that.
Roosevelt Mall parking lot in front of the T-Mobile store.
But I think somebody have a different angle.
Attention super markup shoppers, it's about time we paid everyday low prices. Like
What's going on, Susie?
High prices for potatoes. Aldi doesn't play prices.
For real, man, we got an Australian up in the chat, guys. You gotta show some love.
We have our Shire Arias, who was live on the scene, who earlier showed us a piece of debris that was on the ground.
Oh my gosh, that's an even closer view.
Inside of a cafe when this airplane crash happened. Shire, what are you seeing now?
Fred, what we're seeing right now is that Roosevelt Boulevard is just completely empty. As you can see, there's no vehicles that are going up north or south the boulevard because all this area is completely blocked off. I must tell you that as we were on our way here, we could hear, obviously, earlier that we're talking about...
Oh, they said at least 6 people on board. Okay.
Sounds of the ambulance, the officers that were trying to get here and respond. You could feel
dang, man.
All of the officials are staging in this intersection.
Do you guys know how horrific it gotta be, like, to be falling out of the sky in your last moments, man? This is why I can't, man. This really making me regret planes now. Like, I'd rather take the train or whatever. Because this is getting insane now, guys. Now they want planes to just start falling out of the sky.
A little bit towards the back. Where that smoke is coming from, that entire area is filled with homes.
That's insane.
I don't want to give it an exact...
Yeah, guys, W Susie, man. Put a W in up for Australia.
See a lot of fire that was in that area where the accident happened, and people running away.
I can't wait
from
for
the
it to
fire
summertime
as
so I
well.
can
A
throw
lot
some
of people
shrimps on
at
the
that time
barbie,
were trying
mate.
to get to their houses.
I'm trying to throw some
coming
shrimps
up
on the
from work,
barbie.
right? Because again, this is residential.
Yeah, yeah, guys, and it's like don't really know.
Breaking tonight, we're getting some word out of Northeast Philly.
Don't really know how this keeps happening, but this is why we gotta be for sure on who we put in these positions like pilots, guys. These positions are very, very, very important. You say they're being done by the deep state? Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, man. Yeah, I'm still wearing my MAGA hat. Why would I not wear my MAGA hat? Yeah, man. Like and subscribe. Look, they don't even be seeing the full hat, too, guys. Like, the hat is really go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I got so many, like, hats, bro. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, man. We still Team Trump over here, y'all. It's looking like, look, Barron in a few more decades is looking like he finna be running for president, so I might as well keep it. But yeah, guys. They say buses are the GOAT. Probably, man.
Philadelphia of what's believed to be a small plane crashing into a number of houses there, waiting for some pictures there. I think we have them coming to us from Fox 29 in Philadelphia. Fires burning in multiple spots. If you know that area, Northeast Philadelphia, Cotman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard. We're being told.
And then think about the damage that it did after it crashed, too, guys. Y'all got to think, like, the debris after a crash, after a plane crash, is insane. And then the other one in D.C., it crashed within a military aircraft. So I know that's like really, really, really bad. Seriously bad. I would vote for J.D. Vance if he wants to run in 2028. Of course. You say you got 5 Trump hats? How many Trump hats I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I got 7. Because I just got that black MAGA hat. I dare you to go to a Proud Boy function without any MAGA on. Why would I go with it? Why would I go without any MAGA on, bro? Come on, man. You crazy. You got 33 cap. Yeah, I got my dark MAGA hat, but it's upstairs. Yeah, for sure. Look, man, everybody will love to come out and wear their MAGA gear, but these libs, guys, we got to remember they're the real radicals. They're they like communist terrorists, damn near, guys. So we got to watch out for those people.
By Fox 29 that multiple fires are burning. There are pieces of what appears to be this airplane scattered here. That's from Steve Keeley, one of the reporters from Fox 29 on the ground. You can see some of the fires there. Authorities closing off those areas. We're trying to get word of casualties. We don't have any official word from authorities yet, but let's listen into Fox 29 as they're reporting this live. Just happened a few minutes ago.
Breathing in this area, he said he smelled jet fuel here. Steve, are you there?
I'm in the middle of the smoke now, Jason. I was trying to go back to get a closer look at the car parts, and the smoke is blowing along the ground. And
Ooh. See, I told y'all that aftermath don't be no joke.
Sometimes meters that are on a house are connected.
Ain't no telling how many cars this like destroyed, how many pipelines, gas lines this destroyed. Ain't no telling how many people was on the street. Like, what the hell?
In the parking lot are very, very far from where I videotaped a bunch of fires. And so Roosevelt Mall is pretty big. an outdoor strip mall, for those of you who don't know, goes from Roosevelt Boulevard all the way down Cotton Avenue. And it is packed. And now I'm hearing saws.
Hello.
Like
what's going on, Miss
right
Latanya?
In front of the Dunkin' Donuts, which tells you rescues are going on.
Black Ape. That's funny. Look, I'm not saying that he is. That's his name. As black people, we need to wake up and realize ain't no honky in that White House is for us.
Corner house. I don't know what side street it is. It's right out the drive ball. There is flames.
Well, let me ask you this. That name is risky, by the way. So I'm not gonna call you Black A word. I'm just gonna call you jeez. I'm gonna just call you KSI. So KSI, here's the thing, man. Did Barack Obama sign for the release of the MLK classifications or nah? Or was that the white guy that you keep talking about? Explain that to me. Explain the First Step Act. Was that Barack Obama or was that Donald Trump? I ain't see no pictures with Barack Obama with no black celebrities in the 80s, bro. Or the 90s.
That was the side street, the corner house.
This black dude, we gotta call him KSI, y'all.
It's on fire now, and I'm looking at flames 10 feet high out of the roof.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm like. That name is crazy. He probably is a troll, though. I just thought about that.
Firefighters, that was what I was hearing, because the smoke shifted, and now I can see. So that's
you say Obama wasn't for us.
This was
he was a token chosen by the honkies.
Along Cotton. So a house is now on fire, and it's
the honks.
So the flame started on the first floor from this.
So what? So look, you know what? Instead of blaming these people, what do y'all want? What do you want, Black? I'm gonna just call you Black. Because at this point, America is kind of fed up with all of this. Nobody's doing anything for us crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's struggling out here in America. So I don't see the big issue. But anyways, guys, let's just get back to this. We're trying to get some more information. I'm trying to look through some comments too, guys, to see if anybody like from Philly.
But that is now the latest, and these flames are getting worse.
Commenting on this.
Now, Jason. But
so here's the mayor of Philly, who looks absolutely insane, by the way, speaking on a plane crash with a Nike hat on.
For being here. I want to go through some basic facts about what we know for certain right now.
Yeah, give us the facts.
An aircraft went down in the vicinity of Roosevelt Mall on Cotman Avenue.
Oh, wait, we got somebody from Philly? Bro, you're lying. I might have to open that call line up for Diabolical, y'all. Bro, Diabolical, don't be lying in this chat, bro. Tell my first problem. Yep, there you go, Brooke. You're from South Philly. They said it happened
shortly after 6 p.m. this evening. As of right now, we have no reports on the number of fatalities. So right now, we're
they said 6.
For prayers for any and everyone who may have been affected. We do want to note that several
in Northeast happened. Yeah, I was just reading that. Yeah,
were impacted.
Whoa,
so
bro.
Right now,
so wait a minute. What? So what did you know what I'm saying? What did you hear? Like, what did you see? Did you just see it on the news, or did you hear something? Or did you hear it from a friend? What happened, Diabolical? That's insane, bro. How is it another plane crash? They said they smelled gasoline too on on the streets right now. So they said that everybody needs to evacuate that area as soon as possible, bro.
We're urging you
Just because Trump released the MLK files doesn't mean anything. Well, Black, here's the thing. It's not that he just released the MLK files. He released the JFK and Bobby Kennedy files as well, man. So it's not just Martin Luther King. He releasing all the juice, brother.
to please
Well, everything besides 9/11, guys. He ain't want to release that.
stay away from the
But
city.
I got a pretty.
If you
We can't talk about 9/11, guys, but all of this, like, smarty pants, we kind of already know, like, what happened with 9/11, guys. All I'm gonna say is Al Qaeda, ISIS, things like that. But and Bush and explosion at the bottom. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
see debris, call 911. Don't touch anything. This is still an active scene under investigation.
I'm sorry. I gotta add one more thing. Passport. Okay, I'm done. How you get a passport, cuz? We gotta be careful talking about 9/11.
Federal and state partners, they are either en route here or on the ground with us right now. We did see some neighbors who live in the surrounding community. Just stay in your home. Again, it's still an active scene and it's under investigation. This is only the first of many briefings, I'm sure, to come on this evening. And of course, when daylight comes, when we have more facts and information to share with you. But I do want to say a special thank you right now again to all.
I can't get into that, Black, but it's more than just that, bro.
And our amazing first responders right here in the city of Philadelphia. Our fire, our EMS, our police department. They have been here working vigorously to ensure that we get this perimeter and the surrounding area blocked off to ensure that we make public safety and health our #1 priority. So we don't have any further
So
information
Diabolical
to share.
said I didn't hear anything, which is crazy. I was inside the sixth man. Wait, I can't. Sorry guys, I'm a little far back. I was inside the sixth man Allen Horowitz Center with BB Clinic with my boys. When we came, we smelled smoke. I didn't witness this, but I'm grateful. Oh wow! So you was near. You was close enough to you can smell the smoke. Wow, bro. Guys, we got somebody literally that was literally just in the area. That's insane. Guys, we do not miss on this chat at all, guys. We so slept on, guys. This channel is so underrated. At the basketball clinic with my boys. Dang, bro. We got one, man. You got, bro, that is crazy. That's crazy, bro. It wasn't no rookie pilot that maneuver that plane into the twin. Yeah. Yeah, that's scary, bro. Man, look, since we talking about planes, we can get into 9/11 just a little bit, guys, but I mean, what? I'm gonna get banned, like, for sure, if I say the information that I know about that, for sure, guys. I know a lot of people I know spoke about, this, and they channels are gone, guys, or they're at least demonetized. Yeah, bro. I'm so glad, bro. You wasn't right there, man. You lived to tell the tale. That's what I'm saying. Too many close calls, Pito. Seriously, man. Pete is not lying. Richard says, I remember 9/11. I was in third grade when we went to the class across from us and watched TV. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty scary, guys. But okay, we gotta talk in code. We gotta talk in code a little bit. But guys, we all know there was a plane crash, right? And but do a lot of people know that there was that's what I'm saying. I'm reaching, bro, saying this a little bit, but there was hypothetically, okay, we're just gonna use quotations, guys, but they were hypothetically saying that there was an explosion at the bottom of the twin towers before, you know, the plane collapsed, or excuse me, before the plane made the building collapse. Excuse me. Don't forget about the dropping bodies. My husband came home from New York 3 days before that happened. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Guys, I literally was just in DC, man. That's the scary part. I was literally just in DC. I feel like I just like dodged it by a hair, bro. I just dodged it by a hair. What's up? What's going on? Field of Pennsylvania. Oh man, let's get back to it then.
At this time, I've spoken to our Governor Josh Shapiro. He is en route. I've spoken to our
wow, so they giving us street views now.
Federal officials. And
they're giving us street views.
All hands on deck. That's where we are right now. Thank you so very much, and we'll have more information to report in the near.
Okay, guys, they got more
Breaking
street
news
view.
Tonight, another plane
They
crash.
got more street
this
view.
Time in Pennsylvania, a small plane crashed in northeast
So wait a
Philadelphia.
minute.
30 seconds
after this, guys, they were saying in the comments that there were 3 plane crashes. I only know about 2. I know about the one today and the one in Washington D.C. I believe it was 2. No, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I'm not sure, but what's the 3rd plane crash? Am I missing something here? Was there 3 plane crashes? Haven't heard anything about it. Jonathan says, did you go to give your mayor S word about staying in the way of ICE? Not yet, guys. The city hall meeting isn't until, I believe, when is the next one? Wednesday. It's always the beginning of the first month, guys. So in the beginning of February, I'll give them a piece of my mind if I get chosen. No, not there exactly, but in the area. At the 6-man Allen Horowitz 76ers 6-man center on Wissahickon. Oh wow. So what's with the 3rd? I heard there was a 3rd one. Squid. I think my boy Squid said there was a 3rd plane crash. Well, this is the 3rd one. I'm aware of the one in Washington D.C. and I'm aware of the one that just happened in Philadelphia, but am I missing one in between, guys? Because if so, we got to look that one up right now.
after it took off, as crews are now responding to a fiery scene. The crash happened less than 3 miles from Northeast Philadelphia Airport, which primarily serves business jets and charter flights. Photos taken at the crash site appear to show residential homes on fire.
Yeah, that's a lot of fire, guys.
Show a plane at a high rate of speed rocketing straight for the ground. It hits with a massive explosion.
Oh, Live Mob. Okay, right, Live Mob. But somebody else said 3 too.
Was sitting at his home when he heard a loud bang and his
I
house
just looked
shook.
up plane
He told
crashes.
AP it felt like a mini earthquake. And when he checked his home security camera footage, he said it looked like a missile was coming down. There was a large explosion, he said. So I
guys, okay, if y'all want to get into Chicago City Council and all of the news with Brandon Johnson, We can get into that in a minute, but we gotta finish this last video about these plane crashes that's going on. I mean, it's not both of them, but we're still talking about the one in Philadelphia, of course. But guys, I just don't think this second one is by accident, guys. I'm just saying. 2 plane crashes is kind of insane in less than 2 weeks.
We're under attack.
Potentially 3. I don't know, but we're going to stick with 2 for now.
Flight data showed a small jet taking off from the airport at 6:00.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What if that would have hit, like, do you know how much valuable stuff is in Washington, D.C., like the Pentagon and all type of stuff, bro? If that would have hit anything in Washington on land, like, something would have got cooked. The monument, something would have got cooked. Lincoln Memorial, something would have got cooked.
6 p.m. disappearing
Look at all
from
of that
radar
fire.
about 30 seconds later after climbing to an altitude of 1,600
now, guys,
feet. The plane
I want to
crashed.
react to a press conference that Brandon Johnson did not too long ago with him and his these worthless positions with these other people and the superintendent as well. This dude is absolutely insane. Basically saying that that's not his job to take out ICE and all this other crazy crap. But we're gonna get into that as soon as we're done with this video, guys. I promise.
A busy intersection near Roosevelt Mall, an outdoor shopping center where first responders were blocking traffic and onlookers crowded onto a street corner in the residential neighborhood nearby. Philadelphia's emergency management office said that roads are closed in the area.
Okay.
One cell phone video taken by a witness moments after the plane crash showed a chaotic scene with debris scattered across the intersection.
Yeah.
Wall of orange.
So this is street view I'm looking at. Lord.
A plume of black smoke.
Lord.
The sky while
it looks better than it sounds, guys.
Sirens blared. The FAA said 2 people were aboard the plane, which was a Learjet 55. The plane is a small business type jet, was en route to Springfield, Missouri. The plane appeared to be a medical transport jet. Plane that took off and quickly disappeared from the radar. It was registered to a company operating as MedJets. Flight information on the Flight 24 app says that the plane was registered in Mexico and after landing in Springfield was scheduled to depart for Tijuana later tonight. The FAA said the National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation.
Oh my God.
Stay tuned for more updates.
Everybody got this on their Ring doorbell. That is insane. That is insane, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button if you are new coming in, guys. Because now we're going to get into the good stuff. Now we're going to get into this press conference that I watched. I really didn't watch the whole thing, but we're gonna definitely watch this. We're gonna try to finish it together, guys. But this press conference is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know what it's like. They're almost like they're drooling idiots, bro. And here go Tiffany Henry. Like, I can't, bro. I can't. I just can't do it, Lord. I don't even want to talk like y'all don't even know, man. I can't even. Y'all know I be going in on Tiffany Henry, but it's like that's the last lady I want to talk about right now, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's But yeah, guys. A guy commented on your video about the gifts. What about Trump? TDS is awesome. So I know you're probably referring to the gifts with Brandon Johnson having Gucci bags and all that good stuff. I mean, what are you talking about Trump for? That don't even make sense. Sorry, guys. I'm looking. No. That's it. That's like a clip, but I need the whole thing. Hold on. Show us the gifts. Time to give her a break. Time to give up, man. No, Miss Sharon, it ain't time to give her no break. It's just some inside stuff going on, man. And it's like I can't even say nothing because, Lord, God, I want to throw up. I ain't gonna lie. Jesus. I definitely want to throw up though. I only know of two, yeah, guys. I don't.
Of that work.
And pivoting
I don't know about a third one. Maybe they're talking about the two that crashed into each other. Yeah, man. Yeah, I only know of two. Where is the one that I just watched?
Your questions.
They got clips. Okay, this is it, guys. Let me see.
Right. So that's information.
Oh my God, this is it. Oh my Lord. This is the one, guys. I can't do it. I couldn't finish it, guys. I just couldn't do it, man. Lord, this is it, guys. I found it. Oh, I know. Statistically speaking, flying is supposed to be safer than driving. It is, but I mean, if I get in a car crash, I'm just kind of dead. But if I'm in a plane crash, I'm like, dead, like dead as hell. Like and subscribe, guys. Based on stats, though, yeah, she is true. It is right.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here.
Oh, guys, bro.
With the full force of government today.
Put a one in the chat if you can hear.
Chicago is a welcoming city. Regardless of who's in the White House, Chicago is a city that opens its arms to people from around the globe. We will continue to protect
Superintendent
rights, and we welcome all individuals and families.
These look like a bunch of dummies, bro. Bunch of DEI hires, bro.
The city ordinance is a law, and it is the law of the land here in Chicago.
Y'all can hear?
Along with the complimentary Illinois Trust Act.
Okay.
To ensure that
like and subscribe too if you guys are new coming in. We about to analyze this press conference, guys. I wanted to do it earlier, but better late than never. I always say.
At this time. On the city's website, chicago.gov, we offer a Know Your Rights resource guide providing all information, tools, and context that our immigrant communities should know. The full force of government from my office.
You're giving illegal immigrants contact information as to how to help them basically fight ICE and stay legal. You guys do know Tom Homan arrested a man in Chicago that was here since 2009 who has crimes of basically assaulting kids and things like that. This dude's just waltzing around Chicago. This dude been here since 2009, guys. Y'all know who was in office in 2009. Stop playing with me.
City departments, as well as all of our agencies, are in direct communication with businesses, schools, hospitals, houses of worship, and community organizations across the city to ensure that we are responding to our community's needs. I highly encourage everyone to review our Know Your Rights guide and familiarize yourself with the ways that you can protect yourself, your family, and your neighbors. As a city, we are working together to share and spread the crucial information. City leadership and I remain close.
First of all, I just want to point out that story that came out with that ICE is kicking down schools and all of that stuff. And I think it was a story that ICE kicked down some type of church or school, some, saying heart tugging place, right? And it turned out to not be true. Just another DNC talking point. These people will lie through their teeth, guys. Seriously. They built the cages in 2014. Yeah, they sure did. And over 500,000 kids is missing out of those cages now, Pete. Insane, bro. Where they go? Where you think they going to get trafficked, bro? Here in Chicago.
We will continue to work closely with the Chicago Police Department to continue to monitor this situation. We stand together firmly in our welcoming city status, as well as our commitment to protecting all residents of the city of Chicago.
Where's your tie?
Where you come from or how long you've lived here. Thank you for that, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
These answers are pretty rough.
You've been invited to speak before
Thanks,
Congress.
Rose. Appreciate that.
Will you go, and what do you expect to tell them?
He did? Oh, my Lord, man. That man, Tom Homan, need a medal.
Good morning, Mary Richardson, Law Corp Counsel. We did receive...
I can't stand this lady. I can't stand this lady talking right now, bro. All she got to do is remind everybody of what her title is. Yes, I'm this. I'm the counsel. Like, girl, don't nobody care. You ain't answering no questions.
From the Oversight Committee.
The counsel of the Oversight Committee. I'm going to count. I can't even count my hands and feet how many times she said this, bro.
It is a communication, and we'll be making legal determinations as to the substance of that communication.
Do I look like Eminem? I probably do.
Just on that,
that's the first though.
Inclined to go if you're.
This is a bona fide cat lady right here, y'all. Trying to tell you.
If you would.
She has cats. I'm talking cats.
I appreciate the question and the interest. It would be premature to talk about going until such time that we properly digested all the legal issues as well as the other substantive aspects of the communication from the Oversight Committee.
So we're not even clear right now whether he could be compelled to go.
It's an invitation that we have received. It is not.
So what they're talking about is, because y'all know Brandon Johnson just got served them papers. You know what I'm saying? So Brandon Johnson got to appear in Washington, D.C., right? And basically explain to the committee why this is a good idea to harbor illegals in Chicago. And we're talking about illegal immigrants here. We're not talking about legal migrants here. We're talking about illegals, which is within itself a crime, ladies and gentlemen. So let's continue.
Held.
You can't defend this, Pinhead.
Excuse me. Alex Capriello with News Nation.
Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Let's get the algorithm up, please.
Has threatened legal action against sanctuary cities that hold similar to your welcoming city ordinance. So I'm wondering if this was a discussion since President Trump became the president again for a second term, knowing that this sort of invitation might be coming, and how the city of Chicago might have been preparing for this moment.
Well, again, regardless of who's in the White House, we're going to project our values. And
Tom Homan just watching this like, bro, you seriously don't get it. You're playing Tom Homan for a fool. You think this man is a joke. This man is going to lock you up, Brandon Johnson. I don't know if you're like not understanding this, but Tom Homan has a job to do, man. And it sounds like you're getting in his way. What does it sound like to you guys? He was forced out. Yeah, to keep his pension in the CTU. Everybody knows that. Yeah.
Across this city have asked for. They have asked for investments and opportunities to make sure that they have the ability to live in this beloved city, to make sure that their children can go to a school that's...
What about our children? What about the citizens of Chicago, man? I hate when he do this crap. Why do you always talk about illegals like, bro, what about the people that's already here, homeless on the street with drug problems and all this crap? Why are you so fixated on helping these illegal migrants, bro. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous how you're just so 10 toes on this though. Like, lock his ass up at this point, bro, because you are tripping. You don't get it yet.
Fully funded to have reliable transportation, environmental justice, all the investments that we're making. That's what the people of Chicago are experiencing in my administration. So again, regardless of who's in the White House,
yeah, man, it's tough.
On whether or not we're going to hold up to our values. We are a welcoming city. We're proud of that work, and we'll continue to make sure that we're protecting the interests of all working people in the city.
And a brief follow-up, Mayor. Your reaction to border czar Tom Homan making his presence known here in your city over the weekend and the arrest that happened.
It's time,
your
baby.
Thoughts on this
it's
first
time.
Of the Trump administration, particularly when it comes to our city?
Well, look, I think what's clear from this administration is that they do not have the full pulse or the breadth of what people in America are calling for. And
is he crazy? What is he talking about, bro? That's why I'm glad we're analyzing this together. Because, bro, what do you mean this isn't what the American people... We voted for this down the damn ballot. What are you talking about? See, this is what I be saying. The state of Illinois, they live in their own bubble. They live in their own freaking bubble. You gotta be high saying stuff like that, bro. What do you mean? Not only that Trump got the executive, you know what I'm saying? He got the executive position, which is the president. He also have Congress. He has the Senate. He won the popular vote. He has everything you can think of, bro. What are you even talking about? He even unbanned TikTok because even some of the Gen Zs seen that this was a problem when it came to the border. What are you talking about? Like, oh yeah, majority of people of Chicago don't agree with this plan. What? Come on, dude.
He has made it no secret.
Right, even you didn't believe that.
The education department, he's made it very clear that he is not willing to, uphold the very sensibilities of our democracy to make sure that we're protecting the civil rights of individuals. Like, as a former public
here he go with the race baiting again. Here he go with the race baiting. Civil rights. Oh, it's finna be February. Let's talk about Black History Month, y'all. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. We know where you going with this. It's not finna work, bro. You still finna get cooked in February at City Hall. Now you about to get it. You're setting yourself up, dude, every single time to just get cooked every single time, guys. Do I gotta cook them again? Like, what is going on, bro? What is wrong with you? You do realize the people of Chicago are Americans as well, right? That means they see that this is a problem. All you had to say was, I'm gonna cut spending for illegal immigrants, bro. For migrants. That's all we wanted to hear you saying. Your approval rating would have at least went from 14 to 14.5. That's all we wanted to hear, bro. But you gotta be a dense dummy.
Won and fought for during Reconstruction. He is trying to roll back the hands of time. And as I've said, that there's a clear disdain for the fact that the Civil War went in a direction that clearly there are people in this country have not accepted.
Dude, you're talking about the Civil War like the Democrats were fighting for you. The Democrats ain't fighting for you, bro. What is he talking about, guys? This dude is a moron. Aren't you a teacher? You're a teacher. Who fought for our freedom? I forgot. Was it the Republicans or the Democrats, guys? Help me out here. Help me out here, because he's talking about the Civil War like you not a Democrat, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I gotta be like Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, gosh.
So we're going to continue to stand up for working people. That's what my mission is. The city of Chicago, we are the heartbeat of America, and we will continue to lead the way.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Are you angry, or were you angry or surprised at getting that letter? What was your initial reaction at reading it?
Well, I don't get angry. It's just not my temperament. Sometimes I might, get a little
Man, we
frustrated,
know
but
behind closed doors, you is throwing everything you can find, Brandon Johnson. Please stop lying, bro. We know behind closed doors, you is screaming, ripping your hair out, bro.
look, my focus is investing
He
in
is
people.
so full of crap.
That's what the people of Chicago deserve. You see the.
That's what I'm saying. Had them voting how long? I believe 200 years, bro.
Allow anyone to push us.
Dummies like him.
Forfeit our humanity. We're not going to surrender that.
Hit that like and subscribe, guys. Can we get this to at least 30 likes, guys?
That we have to continue to do in Chicago,
and so on, guys.
I'm grateful that there are many people who understand the importance of that work.
And pivoting a little bit, the White House also put temporary funding.
Thanks, man. Like and subscribe for the hat, guys. I got more hats too.
Projects across the country, nonprofits, agencies, governments. I'm wondering if you can talk about what could be affected or what you're worried about or watching. In particular, I'm wondering the red line, is that in jeopardy of being on hold or cut at all?
Well, look, it's, again, no secret that this administration has a great deal of disdain for working people. I'm going to pass it to my corporate counsel here, but, I had a conversation earlier today with Senator Durbin as well as Senator Duckworth. These are unprecedented attempts, but to attempt to...
Hard to find conservatives in Chicago. Well, you found one, baby! You found one!
Infrastructure projects.
Subscribe.
This is something that is well outside the purview of the executive office. These appropriations have been mandated by the legislative branch. These are laws. And, we as a country of laws and democracy, we prefer when we have leaders who actually are committed to upholding that law.
There you go, baby. Nothing says BLM like MAGA, baby.
Again, Corporation Counsel, appreciate the question. All the
she got it right. That's twice that she got to say her position.
Like every other city, that it will
cat lady, bona fide cat lady scrub.
As a path forward, we'll be analyzing it to see what its impact is on the city, both in terms of our budget, any existing projects and initiatives. So rest assured, we are continuing that review. It's, again, I'm going to say, I have to be careful about saying more at this time, but we are analyzing it for impact. Thank you for the question.
What do you have against MLK? I don't have nothing against MLK. He was a Republican. It's these people. Look, man, it's the libtards. Matter of fact, guys, I gotta go there with him. There was a story last year about a black woman, a black lib, that actually tried to burn Martin Luther King's house down, his childhood home. Yeah. So don't say I sold my soul. Martin Luther King was a Republican. He would not agree with any of these values that you, quote unquote, black people call nowadays. Oh, we black, we gotta stick together. You do know we murder each other way higher rates than other races, right? White people aren't killing white people like nearly at a rate like black people are killing black people. We are barely making 15% of the population here in this country. And then you have celebrities like B. Simone. I don't know if you guys know who that is. You guys probably don't know who the hell she is, okay? But B. Simone, like, yeah, Martin Luther King? Who was that guy? Oh, he talking about the guy that was cheating on his wife? Oh, yeah, he was a good speaker, but he wasn't a good dad. He wasn't a good dad. He wasn't a good black man. He wasn't a good husband. Like, these are libs talking about Martin Luther King, not men like me. I'm a conservative black man. I ain't got nothing against Martin Luther King. He was a reverend. He turned his life around. He was a conservative man. Like, what do I have against Martin Luther King? Bro, I promise you, if Martin Luther King was alive, he would definitely vote for Trump, bro. You tripping. You tripping.
And immigration enforcement began their new operation here on Sunday.
I'm going to turn that to our police superintendent, Larry Snelly.
This superintendent is, oh, he's smoking so much crack.
Chicago Police Department. What I can tell you right now is that we don't have an exact number of Chicago people who have been detained.
So let me give you guys some context when it comes to the Chicago Police Department and ICE. So Brandon Johnson has made it very clear that he does not want ICE working with the Chicago police to basically get rid of illegal immigrants here in our city. So yeah. Yeah, he was a very good person, man. But you got black people, especially black women for some reason, saying, yeah, he wasn't a good dad. He wasn't a good husband. He wasn't a good dad. Like, hey, basically like him just opening everybody's eyes that color shouldn't be a problem or color shouldn't hold anybody back when it comes to any opportunities out here. Yeah, let's just throw all of that out the window. Because he wasn't a good dad. He wasn't a good husband. First of all, who is this lady to say that he wasn't a good dad or husband? Who? That's what I'm saying. Always speaking out of hand.
The number in the Chicagoland area exceeds.
But yeah, this superintendent is dumb.
That includes near suburbs as well. The Chicago area. Okay.
Yes, so we're looking at the Chicagoland area, so not just Chicago.
If I was a cop, I would fill out some ICE forms anonymously, guys. Straight up. Like and subscribe too, guys. Get it to at least 30, man. We just chilling today, but we are definitely breaking this down.
But all of our surrounding suburbs.
And one follow-up perhaps for you, Superintendent. What communication, if any, are you hearing? I know you are not allowed to communicate.
Philly Mayor's DEI hire.
Yeah, there. Federal officials, but what are you hearing, if anything, from immigration enforcement officials, your officers, your department?
So here, our officers have direct information on how to respond to these things if they're called to.
Sorry, guys. Let me turn my laptop on real quick.
Standing here is
I just want to look at something.
All of our bureaus. That communication goes out to our officers and the leadership and who's to respond if officers are called to a location that pertains to immigration. As you know, based on the Welcoming City Ordinance, that we're prohibited from engaging with federal agencies when it comes to immigration. So we follow the laws around that. However, there is direct communication. It would be irresponsible of me as the leader of the police department in the city of Chicago not to have some type of communication with these federal agencies to know when they're coming to our city.
Sure, pal.
With that communication, we do get information as to when they're going to show up. We don't get that information way ahead of time because obviously they're not going to jeopardize their operation at the same time, and rightfully so. I understand that as an agent of law enforcement. So the communication is there, my focus is to stay in direct contact with them so that we know what's going on at all times in our city.
Mayor, Chris Stein with CBS.
If you guys want to hit that subscribe button for me as well, that'll be amazing. We are literally almost like 10 subscribers away from 18,000. So guys, liking and subscribing right now would definitely mean a lot right now, guys.
The radar off the cost of getting them off the streets. Is there some value? Can you give us some sense? Is there some value for those who meet that criteria? How are you thinking about those people right now?
Well, there's a federal law that clearly states if you are undocumented and you are convicted of a crime, you are subject to deportation. That's the law. I fully expect the federal government.
So why aren't you holding that law with the Chicago police?
Just simply states that
he contradicts himself every time he speaks.
As federal agents, there's a clear separation of powers there. You know, look, every administration, by the way, has deported individuals from our country.
Are you going to be on Fox again? Probably pretty soon, yeah. Right? They're probably going to call me back. Yeah, guys, I need we almost at 18,000 subs, guys. I think we're like 10 subs away. So if you guys like and subscribe, that'll really mean a lot right now. Seriously.
Because, look,
let's finally make it to 18,000, guys.
Into the American people, right? He's threatening funding for childcare.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he is not. And I'm going to clarify that right now. He is not cutting anything. First of all, look, y'all know I hate putting race and all that BS in it. But you do know that there are more whites that are on child care and food stamps and all this stuff than black people. So them getting rid of this or cutting it, it's not gonna make just black people complain. It's gonna make everybody complain. So I don't know what, and this is honestly racist as hell what he's doing. They're trying to cut childcare. They're trying to, like, bro, black people aren't the only one on food stamps, bro. Like, honestly, more white people are on food stamps. More white people are on government assistance. So them using this talking point and they're always trying to put a black face in front of it, it's first of all racist as hell. And second of all, it's stupid, bro. It's absolutely stupid. And third of all, he didn't say he was going to cut funding for childcare. He said he's going to cut government funding from people who have government jobs that are making 80 plus $1,000 a year that are in seats like Congress who are working virtually. That means the people who are doing what I'm doing right now, that's just in front of a damn phone or a computer, that's the funding he's talking about cutting, guys. He's talking about cutting funding from people that work for the government who are still doing stuff virtually. He ain't say anything about childcare. He didn't say anything about anything like government assistance, guys. He did not say he was going to cut any of that. This is what I be saying. This Trump derangement syndrome is insane. And yes, guys, we are close to 18,000 subs, so please subscribe, man.
Have fully funded
But that's not true.
education in our country. There are schools that are being closed in Dallas, Texas. I mean, there are schools that are being subject to this terror all over the country. You know, his unwillingness to cooperate with mayors across this country who know we need to have more investments in our infrastructure. That's what I'm thinking about every day, because that's what the people of America are thinking about. How are they going to put food on their table? No answer from this administration. How are we going to ensure, you know, that our communities have affordable homes? There's no answer from this administration. You know, how are we going to lower the prices of groceries?
First of all, who started this problem, Brandon Johnson? Why are you acting like Trump made this problem? He had inflation down to 1.5%. That's the lowest inflation has ever been in history, bro. Joe Biden is the one that rose inflation to almost damn near 11 to 30%. What are you talking about? Gas was lower. Groceries was lower. Why are you acting like Trump is the reason why groceries are high right now, bro? What is wrong with this guy?
This administration. And so, yes, that's tiresome because there's a whole host of...
Now you asking Trump for help? Oh my God. What are they gonna do? What is Trump gonna do? Like, bro, you basically just a DNC bot, bro. Oh, how are we gonna afford groceries? How are we gonna afford this now? How are we gonna afford that now? Like, dude, this is Joe Biden's fault. It don't matter if he's not president anymore. You're not about to sit up here and act like Joe Biden did not just leave this economy to, you guys know what, to poop.
Has threatened, and this idea...
What's wrong with me is you have a crappy mayor like Brandon Johnson trying to basically blame the economy on Donald Trump like Joe Biden ain't been president for 4 years.
Because you put your name on a piece of paper, you deserve an A+. That's not how leadership works. That's why the city of Chicago, we're leading the way to make sure that we are standing up for working people, and we will continue to do that.
No, you won't. That's BS. Shut up and put a towel on.
Unauthorized immigrants in this country are in California, Texas, and Florida. Why do you think that the Trump administration is focusing in on Chicago?
You know, look, I've expressed this. Thank you for that question. I've expressed the love story of Chicago on multiple occasions.
Elgin, bro, chill.
A black Haitian immigrant fell in love with a Potawatomi woman and established a trade post at the bank of the river, understanding that Chicago one day will be the global...
You hear this crap, man?
It's a city that...
Yo. Okay, so does that mean give all of the resources to illegals We're talking like approximately $15,000 in resources.
Immigrants from around the world have come to find this place as refuge. Whether you are an Italian immigrant, an Irish, Polish, a Jewish immigrant, descendants of slaves who migrated from the South. My family's a part of the sacred migration. Like we're the soul. That's the soul of Chicago. We have one of the most diverse economies in the world, where not one industry captures more than 14% of our overall GDP. We're continuing to invest. We're continuing to invest in all of our public assets.
You're not investing in anything but illegal immigrants, bro. Stop lying. We are five. Do not realize we are $500 million in debt right now? You do realize? I mean, I'm sorry. We're $1 billion in debt, and $500 million of that debt came from illegals. Excuse me. Sorry. Let me correct myself.
Investments. Those are reasons of why he should pay attention to Chicago, and if the administration is committed to helping with those investments to grow more affordable housing units, to grow businesses, that's what we're doing. But I will say, to some extent, I think the attention on Chicago is because of where we have stood historically. And this is the place where we said keep hope alive, that launched a civil rights leader onto a national stage, the first black woman to serve in the United States Senate. Electricity came to life here. Skyscrapers right here in the city of Chicago. And now we have investment.
Gotta raise bait every time, right?
For the first time in 32 years. So there's a lot to behold. I think he is showing a real odd way of being attracted to our city. If he loves our city, he should just figure out how
Give
to
me
work
1 second, guys. I'm gonna leave this up for the haters just in case we get some trolls in there. We're gonna leave that Trump 1 for him right there. Give me 1 second, guys.
Right now on the Senate side that would provide more border support, more judges.
1 segundo. Okay. Let's continue, guys. My bad.
To move asylum cases faster, to create pathways to citizenship. He's not doing that because he wants to stoke fear into people so that he can ultimately, behave as the supreme existence, which is quite dangerous because when you have a leader that believes that they are supreme and above the law, there's some real nasty history.
Oh, that's Joe Biden?
Demonstrates how damning that can be for the people on the planet.
What's going, guys?
Good morning,
Africans
Good morning, Sean.
enslaved.
When we're talking
slaves
about what
as
Tom
well.
Homan was talking about yesterday, he said that the raids and the arrests
That's
were
right,
targeted.
Matthew, right.
There was no wide net being cast.
That's right, Matthew.
Perhaps bringing people into custody who were not accused or convicted of crimes. Is that the information you are receiving here through CPD and through contacts in the federal government?
Good morning, Sean. Just so that you know, and like I said before, we have contact and we are talking, and that is the information that they have provided for us. And I will say this.
What's going on?
This about stoking fear. We're hearing that children are going to school. People aren't going to work.
Yeah, man. Matthew Wright actually got it on point. All they do is divide. With this black crap and all this stuff, bro, this is division.
And I think it's important for everyone to understand right now that the information that we're getting
straight division, man. Shout out Matthew
from our federal partners. And when I say partners, these are people that we have worked with through the DNC, and we work with on everyday crime issues.
Man, why would you say DNC, bro? You're not supposed to be political, you jerk. You know what?
Right now. So we want to make sure that people understand that there is some level of communication. We don't.
That's crazy,
with what
man.
they're doing, even though the laws around the Welcoming City ordinance prohibit us from assisting them in immigration situations. If there's violent crimes or things of that nature that are happening, we, as a police department in Chicago, will respond to keep our city safe. So we just want to make that distinction clear. But there is clear communication between us and the federal agencies who are coming in to do this work.
And if I could, my Chief Operations Officer, John Robertson, I'll let him speak to this too, because this is not just about the coordination with the Chicago Police Department. This is with coordination with the full force of government. John?
Thank you, Mayor. John Robertson, Chief Operating Officer for the City of Chicago. So from the time that we knew the results of the election, the mayor directed us to begin preparations for this transition of power. And so across the entire city enterprise, we had pulled together.
Yeah, of course, y'all started making moves after Trump went.
Various city agencies to prepare for this moment. That's why our legal department is postured and in the position to be able to respond to our executive orders. That's why the police department is ready to do their part in terms of constitutional policing. That's why our various departments are ready to stand and serve and protect the residents of the city of Chicago, because that is the directive that Mayor Johnson gave us. And so in this moment, we are not fearful. We are confident. We are secure.
I love my fellow Americans, all people, honestly. But if we can't maintain harmony here, what makes us think we can,
One quick follow-up, Mayor.
do it
When you
more?
see a memo come out
Absolutely.
about causing federal funding, do you see that perhaps as a way to encourage sanctuary cities, welcoming cities to change policies because cities like Chicago rely on federal funding to keep its operation going?
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to speculate, the impetus behind, that letter. What I can say is, as Mary Richardson Laurie has articulated, there will be a full review of the executive orders, including this particular letter that was sent to me. Here's what I do know. The federal government has a responsibility to ensure that every single resident across this country receives ample amount of investments to ensure vibrancy as well as the ability to pursue happiness under our Constitution.
You keep saying Constitution and people and public, but you're not giving the people anything.
I wish I had a better sense of why this administration has shown so much disdain towards working people. You know,
because they're illegal
and elderly care. These are things that the people of Chicago require from their federal government because those are the tax dollars that we expect to be delivered.
Yeah, that's the tax dollars that the illegals don't pay.
Same thing with transportation,
Brandon Johnson.
Our environment. All of the investments that we are making are ultimately designed to build a better, stronger, safer Chicago.
Yeah, cut federal funding for shizzle.
Of this administration,
I don't know what he talking about.
All I can say is that there are people across the city of Chicago and this country.
That's exactly what they are, illegal criminals.
That doesn't show animus towards working people.
Good.
Now more than ever, we have to do everything in our power to ensure that working people will have the ability, again, to pursue a life of happiness in this beloved country. And we deserve to have a democracy that reflects our values, our full values. And that's why we're going to continue to lead the way in the city of Chicago to demonstrate that regardless of who's in the White House, we're going to continue to fight to ensure that a better, stronger, safer Chicago becomes a reality.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Do you all have an estimate, maybe a dollar figure, for how much grant funding could be subject to that federal freeze if it is upheld?
Annette, do we have it since? I'll turn it to my budget director. Thank you for that question.
Good morning, Annette Guzman. Thank you, Budget Director. We do. We did an analysis of all of our grant funding that we received last year, as well as what is anticipated to be received based on appropriations that have been enacted by Congress.
Yeah, the American people did not vote for these illegals to come here. That's right, Pam.
That is federal direct grant dollars that we receive.
Absolutely.
And so we do know what is at...
Sound like a patriot right there.
I guess subject to the letter that just came out. We are analyzing our analysis again based on what OMB put out at 8 p.m. last night. So we are going to be doing some further digging to better understand what's at present risk.
And would you know sort of which departments or which programs?
Be sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new, guys.
The most,
we breaking down this press conference right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day...
Not saying nothing that we already don't know yet.
And we are working directly with those departments to better understand the impact of, funds if they were 100% no longer available. But again, this letter that just came out last night.
My bad.
We don't know the full implications of what OMB's actions will mean. And we don't know, what potentially...
Hey, Matthew Wright is cooking, man.
The letter that came out from OMB. So we're...
Yeah.
Again, that letter came out last night. We are...
That's what they do, man.
We'll be speaking directly with our departments.
Well, Annette, if you could stay right there. I want to just say one other quick thing to that, and I don't go too far, though. I spoke with Senators Durbin and Duckworth this morning, as well as other members of our congressional delegation. We are very blessed to have the congressional delegation that we have, and they have assured me that they're going to continue to fight on behalf of the residents of Chicago, the entire.
He said, "Gotta go, bro. I'm dead tired." Cat 007. We're watching a press conference with Pinhead Johnson, Brandon Johnson here.
The city receives, and you expect some portion of that to be affected by the letter.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we do know is, we have large grants in infrastructure. We have grants in almost, from a lot of departments on the federal level. And so
that we probably don't need
degrees of what we think could be impacted based on pronouncements from the Trump administration, both before coming into office as well as since they've taken office. And we are, again, analyzing all of our options. We need some time to analyze the letter that came out from OMB last night. What does exactly mean to pause federal funding? But we're doing that work right now, and we'll have more to say later.
And I know there's a lot of uncertainty on this. Do you have an idea of how long that uncertainty has to last before you make decisions based on it, like not hiring for a grant funded position, not letting out a contract, those kind of real impacts that would translate, when do you start considering taking those
If you
actions?
guys are new, please hit that like and
That's a great
subscribe button.
question. I
It'll
think
definitely
that,
mean a lot.
you know, as our legal counsel had noted before, you know, we are reviewing those things right now. We have to talk directly with our departments to understand exactly what programming is at risk. If we don't continue certain activities based on the pronouncements that have come out from OMB and from those EOs. But, you know, we are hopefully going to be making those determinations sooner rather than later.
Oh, appreciate that, Matthew Wright.
And again, I just want to underscore.
Won't disappoint, bro. Trust me.
We're not entirely sure if he's working within the framework of his authority. Right, so it's a legitimate question in terms of what this so-called
protecting the border is in the Constitution, buddy.
No one has been able to.
He definitely is. Since you want to keep bringing up the Constitution and rights and crap.
Has the ability to uphold, or rescind a law that has been.
No, you were right the first time.
In terms of appropriations. Hey,
he's upholding the law.
Yo.
Very funny. No, you didn't make a comment when other politicians did on Hamline. I don't think you publicly appeared in the areas affected by ICE efforts, but you're also clear today in your sanctuary city stances. What balance are you trying to strike when it comes to showing support for communities facing deportations and challenging Trump?
Calm leadership. It's calm leadership. This is what executive leadership looks like. Look, I have a...
What?
There's a lot of people...
You see how full of himself this clown is? What do you mean executive leadership? You talking about you?
Streets and sanitation, our public schools, or city colleges. As I've expressed...
A-hole, bro. Straight up a-hole.
Continue to bring people together to ensure that there are procedural protocols that we maintain. I know that there is duress and stress.
Bro.
Talking to my deputy mayor for immigrant, migrant, and refugee rights, Beatrice Ponce de Leon, and she is doing an absolute fabulous job of coordinating with our alders, with our community-based organizations, partners, and there is real anxiety in the air.
That's not true, bro.
I just think it's important that
you will have to work with ICE to do that, and you're not.
The type of fear that this administration is trying to... We are demonstrating that we are going to protect the residents of this city, and we're going to continue to challenge the federal government to make critical investments in the lives of people who want a better, stronger, safer Chicago. And so
that's not in the people, though.
The crisis at the border,
you're putting them in migrants, illegal migrants, illegal criminals at that.
Without notice, we got through that. We're going to get through this moment, and we're going to get through it together.
And another question for you and Superintendent Snelling. Do you know the identities of the individuals taken into custody in Chicago and whether they were convicted of violent offenses, as Trump officials have said?
So what I would tell you about that is that we don't have that information right now. We leave that to the federal agencies who take those people into custody.
The feds is definitely going to come lock y'all up, bro.
Again, what has been communicated to us, and this was communicated to us directly.
Talking about love Brandon's Butch Bulldog haircut, man.
They're looking.
He looked like an arrow with that damn head.
Conviction. So we're staying focused on what we do as a police department for the city of Chicago, and
which is basically not anyone. You don't even help the citizens, bro. Like, that's crazy. So y'all just gonna continue to keep being no good ass cops.
There's no need to be afraid to go to school.
This is crazy, man. This is the superintendent talking right now.
Or just a law-abiding individual here in the city of Chicago who, wants to work and provide for your family. Show up to work. The kids need to be educated, and let's take the fear out of it.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
What communications did
Word salad,
officials
man.
make to your office on Friday before they told the press that there was an ICE raid at Hamlin Elementary?
Period. Good morning, Deputy Mayor Deering Gatewood. The lines of communication will be stronger. This is why we waited to make sure we verified information before information was out. But the lines of communication with CPS and all of our agencies will be stronger. As the mayor mentioned, this is some of the work that our COO is leading.
Can you be more specific on how the protocol will be improved? Because it did seem like from our end that the sister agency was not in lockstep with City Hall.
Yeah, the protocol will be improved because our COO is leading that effort to make sure people understand their roles.
Right, because believe our CEO. Right. Homeschool, my niece's teacher identified as a cat had a litter box in the restroom. Oh my.
State of Illinois, city of Chicago. Many of them have
yeah. Sounds like that's not a bad idea.
There are, at best, because of Chicago's sanctuary city policy, a revolving door
that we did not get a chance to vote on, guys, at all.
Of crimes. Chicagoans are asking me, what would it take for you to perhaps take their safety and their security seriously? What if something were to happen, if an illegal were to rape, rob, murder, commit a hit and run against you or Stacy, your wife? Would that be
That's a
enough
good question.
for you to take this public safety?
What would you do if this is one of your loved ones that's getting that's getting harmed by one of these illegals?
And we've already made critical investments in the city of Chicago to continue to build safer communities. That's why in every major category, violent crime continues to go down because of those investments. And so the federal government has a responsibility that if there are individuals that are undocumented that have been convicted of a crime, that is their responsibility to apprehend those individuals.
Because when Lori Lightfoot was in office, boy, oh my God, everybody was dying.
Some administrations
Jesus
have been,
Christ.
Aggressively working to deport individuals. I believe between 2006 and 2016, I believe it was about 2 million individuals were deported. So this is not unprecedented in that regard.
Yeah.
But the federal agents that have the responsibility
community policing,
detain and deport undocumented individuals that have been charged or, convicted of a crime, that is their responsibility, and I fully expect them to uphold the law.
The people of Chicago tell me that your answers are nothing more than double talk, word salad, pre-scripted PR statements.
What's all of those?
Tom Holman showed up in Chicago and within 24 hours found
what's going on, bro?
Who has been living in our city.
What happened? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. They look like they tripping in the comments, Pete, huh?
If he can do this, why can't you?
Because that's their job. That is their job.
Because that's their job.
Has a responsibility to make sure.
That's what I'm saying. So your job is not to keep the people of Chicago safe?
Charged with convicted of a crime.
This dude is crazy, man.
Responsibility
racist message. Yeah, probably a Democrat.
Our local police department, along with our public health department, along with our.
So your job is not to keep the people of Chicago safe. He literally just said that out his mouth.
City since 2009, flouting the sex offender registry. If he can do this, why can't you?
Because that's their job. That is their job. The federal government has a responsibility to make sure that individuals who are undocumented, who have been charged with, convicted of a crime, it is the federal government's responsibility.
This is bull, bro.
The law. Our local police department, along with our public health department.
I think this is around the time I turned this off. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Sister agencies are working to build a better, stronger, safer Chicago.
No, you're not.
Stated repeatedly.
No, you're not.
Those critical investments, you continue to see the results of those investments as violent crime continues to fall.
Brad, let's go.
And good morning, man.
Good morning.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe too if y'all coming in new, because the live will be going off in a minute.
Who are now afraid that they can go to work, they can go to church.
We homeschool 5 kids, still doing 2. Dang, man, I gotta get like y'all. I gotta get my money up.
Under the permission to go to churches and schools. How can you make people feel more secure?
Yeah, that's amazing, bro.
When they're hearing from Washington that those places that they feel should be secure are not?
Well, those places are secure and they are safe. And You know, as the superintendent indicated, he's in communication with key members within the federal government that provide detail of where they will seek these individuals that fit within this category. But there is ongoing work that's being done and led by our Deputy Mayor of Community Safety and our Deputy Mayor of Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights.
Yeah, the lies always keep going, man.
To ensure the people of Chicago that they are safe.
Homeschool 3 through high school. Wow.
Good morning, Beatriz Ponce-Leon, Deputy Mayor for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights.
Yeah, she not sending nobody back.
Campaign to share information.
Her ass ain't sending nobody back.
People's rights in this country, and partnering with community groups to do that is making a difference in giving
like and subscribe if you guys are new coming in, man.
themselves and their families.
I would really very much appreciate it. We almost at 18,000 subs. So I would really appreciate it. All the people that's new coming in, please guys, like and subscribe. We so close to 18,000 guys. I think we only need like 10 more subs.
For themselves and their families.
Yeah, JB needs to get arrested too.
Some information that they can use to work with our community partners to get that information out. I also encourage folks who are concerned to connect to those community organizations that are supporting immigrants and refugees.
I'm not concerned. I'm calling ICE.
Has a robust network of social
I'm calling
services,
ICE.
Organizations and
866
DHS, not just for immigrants and refugees, but for
ICE.
all Chicagoans. And this is a moment to connect with those groups, to be in community as people make those determinations for themselves about how to feel safe in Chicago. We have heard multiple times
that
today
is true.
That the city will continue to follow the welcoming.
Is he going to testify at the committee? I don't know if he's going to testify at the committee, guys. It's looking like he's not, because they treating it like it's just an invitation, but it's not. They're going to lock his black ass up.
Thank you. And just one other question for you, Mr. Mayor.
Sure, of course.
How do you feel about the presence of Dr. Phil accompanying the federal agents?
My communications team, they're not going to be happy with me right now. I know.
The field was with Tom Homan, rallying up them illegals, boy. Doing a better job than you.
Popularize fear is unconscionable and abhorrent. There's no other way to describe it. We're talking about people's lives. Look, we're all committed to making sure that we have safe communities, all of us. I have not met anyone, regardless of your political ideology, that you don't want safe communities. I mean, I think we can fundamentally agree as Americans, as global residents, that we want safe communities. Now, there are debates around how we get at having.
You're not making it safe keeping these people walking around. I know that much.
But to use this moment to popularize fear is something that is unconscionable, and we fully reject the level of intimidation that this administration is trying to uphold. We're Chicago.
Censor me?
And we're not going to be afraid
of
anybody that is threatening the livelihoods and our economic structure in this city. Look, we fought hard to get $432 million from the federal government to assist the west side and south sides of the city of Chicago who experienced
Yeah.
To make sure that red line extension, the $1.97 billion to finalize the extension. These are real dollars for the people of this city. And with all the work that we have to do to build and to strengthen our economy, the last thing that anybody would have ever from someone with that level of power to popularize people's fear and then work to intimidate, to withhold federal dollars.
It's not popularizing fear. Okay, if you guys didn't see the pattern, they're using the word fear a lot. You heard the superintendent, you heard obviously the mayor, and a couple of his lackeys, lapdogs, whatever you want to call it. They're just throwing the word fear out a lot, which is absolutely ridiculous because there's nothing fear about it. This is actually helping us. This is helping us.
Cities. So, I don't this was not the ideal way in which I wanted to end up on Dr. Phil, on his show, but, you know, for whatever it's worth, just know that we are not entertained, but we are very much determined.
Yeah, we not entertained by you, buddy.
People are protected in this city.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
You know, earlier we heard Superintendent Snelling say, you know, we don't interfere with ICE. In the letter sent from Rep. Comer, it refers to the city's policies as misguided and obstructionist. What's your response to that language?
Mary?
Mary Richardson Laurie Corporation Counsel, I respectfully disagree. We have set forth a series of guidelines within the framework of the law.
Okay.
We understand what the law requires of us. We understand if there's a properly issued...
Right, I forgot. You got to say your title every 5 minutes.
Search warrant that is federal. We are obligated to honor it, and we will. I will not lean into rhetoric, but we will lean into what is required of us legally in terms of responding to the moment.
Yeah.
So I respectfully disagree.
One follow-up for you. You said you're reviewing the EOs and you're reviewing.
Of course, she would disagree, guys.
On whether or not the mayor would.
They scared, yeah, man. I can't wait till we. Y'all ready for that Epstein list to get leaked?
I don't want to proffer a timeline, as you are probably aware. There are new EOs being issued almost daily. So we are continuing to review all of those documents, as well as any directives, any letters of communication. All of this ties it together. And just for...
But shouldn't this be on your #1 priority, though?
Each of those things affects a city and its citizenry. So we take it really serious, and we have to be thorough in our analysis. We will not genuflect, even when requested. Thank you.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi.
I don't mean to be rude, but my questions are for Superintendent.
It's not, you're not rude.
Superintendent, there seems to be a little bit of a disconnect, and I'm hoping you can help me with this. You're saying that you don't have clear information from the federal officials about whether people detained
with a $2
by ICE
donation.
have been
Hola
convicted
for
of
$1.
serious crimes.
By the way,
But
can't
you're saying
type.
that people should
Make
not
Chicago
live in
great
fear, that they
again
should go
in
and
super.
work, they should go to work and school.
Look, we gonna make
When
Chicago
folks like
great
Tom
again
Homan
for
have
sliding
said that
edge,
if
guys.
they
Okay.
encounter somebody who is here
Thanks for the
undocumented,
$2
regardless
super
of
chat,
whether
man.
they've
I really
been
do appreciate
convicted
that.
or even accused of a criminal offense, they will be detained.
I told you.
How do you square that?
First of all, I don't necessarily understand the disconnect. I think what I was clear about was the information that's provided to us about their focus. Right now, I know that there are other things that are being said.
Thanks again to Sliding Edge, guys.
Information around all of this. There's a lot of, misinformation
Hola
out
for
there,
$1.
bad information that's been put out there, and there are a lot of people that use
Thanks
this
for the super
information
chat,
to
brother.
sow fears.
Appreciate that.
The communication that we have directly
W Edge in the chat. Why not?
Their focus is would be people who are undocumented, who have committed violent crimes and have been convicted of crimes. So that's the communication that's coming to us. What we have not seen is that we have not seen federal agents running through Chicago looking for children. Going to work locations and grabbing people. So that's our communication with them. So I can't tell you.
I'll keep that to myself.
Everyone involved.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna keep it to myself because I'm tired of always holding this stuff back, dude. Man, look, when it comes to that border, guys, Ted Cruz has already said this time and time again that the southern border is the final checkpoint when it comes to child trafficking, guys. Chicago is one of these hell cities that these kids go to when it comes to child trafficking, guys. And it's in other states like New York, Detroit, All type of states, guys. Majority blue.
For you. But what I can tell you is that the communication that we have directly with the
Right.
federal agencies who are
They
here
gotta
right
wait
now
till somebody's a
is
victim,
that
man.
their
This is
focus
nuts.
has been streamlined to people who have been convicted of criminal activity.
And shifting gears a little bit, one of the 1,500 or so people pardoned by President Trump for engaging in the January 6th Capitol riot was a former
Let's go,
Chicago
baby.
police officer
Now look,
who now says with this
I want to comment about that too. If they can pardon a piece of S like Hunter Biden, they can definitely pardon them J6ers, guys. I don't care how violent it got. Do you know what Hunter Biden did? Do you guys know what Hunter Biden did on that laptop? No way I will ever pardon a man like that.
he would like his job back with the Chicago Police Department.
Want to make Illinois great again, including Chicago. Yes.
Listen,
We're going to make it happen.
Let me just say this. When it comes to the Chicago Police Department, we look for people of the greatest character. This is the greatest police department in the world, I believe, and we have great people here. So what I'm not going to do is talk
believe that.
but we're going to make sure that we have the people who are the best of character working for this
You
department.
play Dr. Phil. Let's grab that guy.
Hi, thank you so much for
nasty. So yeah, been here since 2009.
So sorry, I was actually going to start with the superintendent. Apologies. I was really curious, and I know
you've been listening to Mayor Brandon Johnson and city leaders addressing the city over recent immigration enforcement. You can continue watching.
People feeling unsafe or any sort of public safety issue around these enforcement actions by the federal government.
That audio just got
happened at this time.
That audio just got crazy.
There was a dust up Friday where people had fears.
Yeah, like and Brooke, I'm glad you said that because okay, if y'all watch my channel, you guys probably already know. But who's number one when it comes to Joe Biden giving somebody a pardon that hasn't done anything? It rhymes with Bouchy, guys. I know y'all can guess it. Why are you giving Dr. Bouchy a pardon, bro? Come on, ma.
Agents going to a school, which we found out was not true. And that's information
not
that
Dr.
I dig into.
Bouchy.
So
well, it rhymes with Bouchy.
The administration and the mayor's office needs that information. It's my job to make sure that I provide it to the mayor's office. They were very responsive to the information that we pushed forward to make sure that we tackled that in a way that would bring down the fears of people. But what I will say is this: when it comes to criminal activity, we're the Chicago Police Department. We're going to show up for our city. We're going to make sure.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Your response time is trash, bro. Your response time is damn near from what, 8 to 15 minutes. I could be literally dead already. So that's what I'm saying, guys. We gonna have to finish the rest of this another day. I can't keep watching crap like this and these liars talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna be the first to. We're so keeping our city safe. We're so doing such a good job, and we're so this and we're so that. Please listen to us, people. Please look in this camera and listen to us. Like, come on, dude. Just because you throw a title in front of your name doesn't make you special. It really doesn't even make it. It doesn't mean that you're doing your job, okay? Just because these people have these things like that, these people aren't doing absolutely nothing, guys. They are on their behind, become a statistic, okay? I didn't see that report. Yeah, man, Dr. Bouchy is a monster, guys. But we're going to have to talk about that next live, though. But if you guys are new, if you guys did stick with me this long, I really do appreciate you guys sticking with me. Even though it wasn't really a big live today, I still appreciate everything, guys. You guys already know. Shout out Sliding Edge for the donation. make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe button on your way out too, guys, because we are almost at 18,000 subscribers, guys. And I'm telling you, the new goal by the end of the year is 100,000 subscribers, guys. I know we can do it. I know we can do it, guys. I know we can do it. But yeah, Jason, sorry if you missed the live, but if you want to check out some content, I got plenty of it under my channel. If you guys want to subscribe, like, really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, Brooke, I'm gonna keep you updated on that one guy about your story, guys. So if you guys don't know, Brooke got a pretty heart tugging story there, and we're gonna get his story out as soon as possible. Yep. And I'm gonna be doing a lot more when it comes to that. As soon as the guy hits me back up, Brooke, I got you. And Matthew says he want to help. Man, help by giving that subscribe, liking, and checking out the videos. And hit me up on X if you really want to get involved. Yeah, I'll be on Fox way more, guys. I mean, that's without a question. That's no questions asked, guys. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys sticking with me. And tune in next time, guys. Like I said, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe because we are almost at 18,000. So that's very, very impressive. So more Fox News, yeah. You guys love them Fox News interviews. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna definitely see what I can do. You say I like Laura Ingraham, yeah. Can't say too much, but yeah. Laura Ingraham is a very good show, guys. Very good show. Yeah, keep on that ass hat of a mayor. Yeah, I got you, Brooke. Yeah, he sucks, guys. And that's what I'm saying. When they say stuff like this, I honestly can't even keep listening to it, guys. It's crazy. But yeah, guys, tune in next time and hit that subscribe on your way out, guys. Because it's free. Unlike these crappy people. They'd tax air if they could. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next time, man. And I'm out of here. Peace.